Welcome to the Vanishing Map Storytime, where stories speak and answers echo. Rayden and the Great Comedy Showcase. Chapter 1. Rayden Yang had never wanted anything more than to win the North Windsong Elementary Comedy Showcase. He stood in front of the bathroom mirror, practicing his lines, twisting his face into exaggerated expressions. His black hair, straight except for one stubborn curl, covered his bright brown eyes. His dimples peeked out even when he scowled.
"Okay, Rayden,"
he whispered.
"you can do this. You're funny. You just need to be heard."
Rochi leapt onto the counter beside him, her orange fur glinting in the light. Her green eyes shimmered with quiet amusement. She gave a pointed meow, tail flicking once as if to say, "You've got this." Rayden glanced toward the empty hallway. His sister Rosie was away at camp, and before she left, they'd made a bet. If Rayden lost, he'd owe her a whole week's worth of candies. The stakes were life or death. Candy death. He wiped his sweaty palms on his sweatshirt. He liked telling jokes, but right now his voice felt thin, wobbly, almost floaty. Maybe the vanishing map could help. A week earlier, a chaotic, sugar-charged argument about Grandpa Roan's birthday cake had accidentally led Rayden and Rosie to discover a magical floor of shifting, glowing tiles hidden beneath their mom's art studio. The vanishing map had whisked them into magical, ever-shifting realms, each one filled with new and wondrous experiences. Now, with Rosie away at camp, the map offered Rayden a private chance to prepare for the competition on his own. Chapter 2. As he stepped into the art studio, his heart skipped. The latch beneath Rochi's favorite green pillow pulsed with light. Rayden knelt and brushed his fingers across it and felt the cool metal. Rochi hopped beside him, tail flicking in silent encouragement. He exhaled and pulled. The floor opened into a spiraling funnel of violet, teal, gold, and green. Rochi darted inside, her orange fur shimmering in the glow. Rayden followed. Color swirled around him as he descended, the tunnel humming. When the light cleared, he and Rochi stepped into the familiar chamber where the vanishing map was discovered. The entire floor rearranged beneath their feet like living puzzle pieces, moving them forward. Rayden breathed out. Being on his own without Rosie felt both heavier and more exciting. The tiles beneath him snapped into place. Suddenly, Rayden stood on a brightly lit stage framed by golden curtains. A figure appeared beside him, tall, thin, made of pulsing lines and rippling laughter. His golden eyes gleamed, and his grin stretched wide and warm.
"I am the Laughsmith, shaper of chuckles, maker of mirth,"
he said, and then pointed to Rayden.
"And you, Rayden Yang, seek courage to share your joy."
Rayden swallowed.
"Yes, I want to win the comedy showcase, but when I talk on stage, my voice disappears."
The Laughsmith nodded.
"Then you need this."
He conjured a watch. Its band was golden, decorated with tiny silver and rosy accents. It hovered in the air.
"This is the Mirthmeter,"
said the Laughsmith.
"It collects laughter from your audience, and the more laughter it gathers, the stronger your voice grows. It cannot give you jokes, those are yours, but it can help you deliver them."
Rayden reached out, hands trembling.
"I'll try my best."
The Laughsmith smiled.
"Then go, and let shared laughter give you strength."
Chapter 3. The gym buzzed with noise the next morning. Folding chairs filled the room. Popcorn scented the air. Backstage, Rayden clutched the Mirthmeter, heart pounding. When they called his name, he stepped onto the stage.
"So, I tried to teach my cat math last night,"
he said into the mic.
"She told me she only works in percentages."
Giggles spread through the crowd. Tiny sparks of golden light rose from each laughing mouth, drifting across the room like glowing fireflies. They floated to Rayden, gathering around his wrist and sinking into the Mirthmeter. It pulsed, warm, steady. A glow climbed up his arm, into his throat, making his voice fuller, braver. He continued his jokes, each one landing a little better, each burst of laughter sending another wave of light toward him. For the first time, Rayden felt like maybe, just maybe, he could do this. Chapter 4. Backstage after round 1, Rayden's confidence swelled. The Mirthmeter had glowed warmly, collecting every laugh, and returning just enough courage to help his voice rise above the crowd. Maybe I can make them laugh even more, he thought. When he stepped onto the stage for round 2, he searched the audience. That's when he spotted Daniel, a boy with a very long neck, sitting right in front. A risky idea nudged Rayden.
And here's Daniel, whose neck is so long even giraffes ask for tips.
The audience laughed, but Daniel's smile collapsed. Rayden didn't see it. The mirth-meter barely flickered, hardly any laughter traveled to it. Rayden's voice grew thinner. Then he moved on to Mia, who was much shorter than the rest of the class.
And Mia,
said Rayden.
She's so tiny she needs a microscope to see the top shelf.
The laughter this time was awkward, shrinking fast. The mirth-meter dimmed weakly, as if unsure whether to collect this kind of laughter at all. Rayden's voice continued faltering. By the time he finished, the gym was silent. The buzzer rang. Round lost. Back at home, Rayden slumped against the wall, cheeks burning. His dimples vanished beneath a deep frown. Rochi jumped onto his shoulder, tail flicking gently as if to say, "It's okay, you'll learn." Chapter 5. Rayden studied the mirth-meter on his wrist. It dangled from his wrist like a reminder of everything that had gone wrong. 2 rounds were behind him, and the final showdown was tomorrow. He couldn't afford to lose. If he did, Rosie would claim every last candy, leaving him to stew in defeat. That night, unable to sleep, Rayden tiptoed to the art studio, Rochi following behind him. He pressed the latch beneath Rochi's favorite pillow. The floor lit up. Rochi darted ahead, guiding Rayden to the heart of the Vanishing Map, where the golden stage appeared and the Laugh-Smith waited. But something was off. The Laugh-Smith's usual warm glow was dimmer, his grin crooked, his golden eyes gleaming with an odd delight at Rayden's disappointment. Rayden hesitated but stepped forward anyway.
I tried to be more confident,
he said quietly.
But when I told some jokes, the mirth-meter barely helped me. I don't understand.
The Laugh-Smith leaned closer.
Oh, you look so deflated, like a pancake that fell on the floor.
Rayden blinked.
What do you mean, like a pancake?
And that hair, pure I've lost all hope style.
The Laugh-Smith went on, ignoring Rayden. More jokes spilled from the Laugh-Smith, playful in tone but sharp around the edges. They poked at Rayden, one after another, until the chamber felt too big, too quiet, except for the Laugh-Smith's booming laughter. The sound filled the space, leaving Rayden standing alone in the center of the golden stage with nowhere to hide. Heat crawled up his neck. His stomach twisted like it was trying to shrink away. He clutched the mirth-meter to his chest.
I don't find these jokes funny,
he said. His voice sounded small, swallowed by the huge chamber. The Laugh-Smith's grin faded into something unreadable.
Tell me this, Rayden, what makes a good joke?
Rayden shifted, cheeks warm.
Something that makes people laugh?
Go back, think about it, think deeply.
The Laugh-Smith said, and before Rayden could ask how or why or what he'd done wrong, the Laugh-Smith dissolved in a swirl of gold. In the echo of his own uncertainty, Rayden hugged the mirth-meter tighter.
Wait, I don't get it, Rochi. What makes a good joke? Is it me, or the audience, or what?
Said Rayden.
You're thinking too small,
Rochi said, her voice made possible by the magic of the vanishing map.
Remember, a joke isn't yours alone. It lives in everyone's laugh.
Rayden's fingers curled around the mirth-meter. His mind still nodded with Rochi's warning and the strange encounter with the Laugh-Smith. That night, he drifted to sleep, tossing and turning, terrified that tomorrow's final round would steal his voice. What if he opened his mouth and nothing came out? What if all his jokes vanished along with his courage? Even the warm pulse of the mirth-meter at his wrist couldn't chase away the knot of fear tightening in his chest. Chapter 6. Rayden stepped onto the stage for the final round, heart thudding. The mirth-meter hummed softly, ready to catch his joy. Rayden began,
Why did the pencil bring a backpack to school? Because it wanted to draw attention.
Some laughter bubbled through the gym. Golden sparks drifted from the audience toward the mirth-meter, making his voice a little clearer. But Rayden still felt weak. His eyes found Daniel and Mia, and their faces flickered in his memory. Daniel's jaw tightening at the long-neck joke. Mia's uneasy shuffle at the tiny person gag. The laughter he'd thought was fun had hurt them instead, and a pang of shame twisted in his chest. He remembered the Laugh-Smith's teasing, each jab leaving him small, flustered, and exposed. Clutching the mirthmeter, Rayden took a deep breath.
You know, I used to make a ton of mistakes, like turning my homework into confetti by accident.
Said Rayden.
But I learned you don't need to make a scene or hurt anyone to get noticed.
He exhaled and delivered.
Even a pencil can draw attention without poking anyone's eye out.
The gym exploded with laughter. The mirthmeter glowed softly as Rayden rolled through one joke after another, each funnier than the last, until he bowed, dimples flashing. He hadn't just won the showcase, he'd learned that a good joke didn't just make people laugh. It lifted everyone, together. And Rosie? She didn't take his candies, but she got every single joke, front row, no charge. Hit subscribe and join Rayden and Rosie on more exciting adventures.